wonderful sweet baby. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about India Love moving on from allegedly her relationship with DDG to now moving on to Trevon Diggs. Child, when I initially heard this, I thought that people was talking about Stefan Diggs, Cardi B's man. Too many people out here with the same names out here in the entertainment industry, but I digress. So yeah, upon my research, I realized that this is actually the baby daddy of Joey Chavez. She's baby mama number, I think, 3, with 3 children by 3 different men. And this would be his 4th baby mama with India Love if, they so happen to go down that aisle. So we're first just going to look at a few clips of, the hints that are out there that this is who she may possibly be shacking up with. And then we're just going to go from there and kind of put the pieces together of, everything that goes down with the connections and everything else. So go ahead and take a look at this.
I am shifting myself into an athlete mindset for sure from here on out. Starting day after Thanksgiving. But I love that because that is what I'm attracted to in a man, like, so much. Like, you don't even understand. That's probably like the number one thing that attracts me to a man is their structure of their own life, what they choose to do, and like waking up at a certain time. That's just, I love a man that wakes up early with like dedicated to the gym or dedicated to their craft. Like, that makes me,
The nails, let's get a nail on it. Wait, this one. The card, huh? And lucky girl.
Whatever God allows me to have, I don't care. Like, whether it's a baby daddy or husband. Whenever I have my first child, I definitely would name my daughter Junior after her daddy. Like, I don't care if it's a boy name, like Trevon.
Happy Thanksgiving. $1 million from the neck up. Happy Thanksgiving. Huh? Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Alright, so you guys just pretty much seen those videos that were pretty much alluding towards the fact that, this may be her new man. And a lot of people are like, wow, that's crazy because his baby mama is Joey Chavez. And, it was a huge thing back then because him and Joey Chavez were together. And then next thing you know, they actually broke up, and it was right around the time that she was about to get ready to deliver their baby. And it was kind of effed up, I'm not gonna lie, but at the same time, what can Joey expect? She was already the 3rd baby mama, as well as this was her 3rd kid by another man. And, she had 2 other kids by 2 other men, and she tried to make sure she secured the bag with all 3 children. So it was a little bit strange on Joey's side as well, but it is also messed up that, he as a man just kind of walked out right when she was about to deliver that baby. So it's kind of got people looking at India a little bit strange, like, girl, are you just going in for anything at this point? And I also was looking up a thing that said, he has a $90-something million check. And this pertains to a video kind of showing the reaction of DDG. So let's go ahead and get into that. Go ahead and check this out.
I'm not in a relationship, okay? I'm a single man, all right? I ain't really like trying to really cuff for real. I set a boundary to the point where I'm like, damn, I can't even. I want to go eat at STK today, or I want to go to Noble today, but I can't take this girl that I'm just casually fucking with. You know what I'm saying? I can't take her there unless she don't get the wrong idea. I gotta take a girl I like. I'm not in a relationship, okay? I'm a single man, all right? I am.
DDG bought her all that shit.
Crazy.
Just for her to go back with Trevon Diggs, bro.
Crazy.
Ouch. Now, not to pocket watch, but Trevon Diggs signed a 5-year, $97 million contract.
Hey, Dios mío.
Now, y'all know how DDG loves to talk
how they choose, bro. They choose up every time.
About money.
I bet I can spend more money on anything.
Yeah. I don't know if you going band for band with Trevon Diggs, though, bro. I don't know. That's a big bag.
This nigga Trevon Diggs has more money.
Help me.
John Stockton. Y'all heard what India's sister said when he called.
$1 million from the neck up.
Now, I know DDG be streaming. He be dropping videos and rapping, but
yeah, bro, that's why this is still the method. You feel me? Before I put the game controller or a camera in my son's hands, I'm putting that basketball, that football, that shit, nigga, a golf club, anything in my kid's hands before I putting that camera in your hands. You feel me? Because this method is still not patched, okay? You will go from living in the trenches to making hundreds of millions of dollars overnight just because you're good at running and catching balls.
That NFL money hits different. Nigga is literally on a $100 million contract, bro. And I mean, let's face it. Of course, India Love is gonna choose the nigga that makes more money.
Oh, facts.
John Stockton.
Let's not pretend like if DDG was stocking the shelf at Foot Locker, he'd be having India Love on his arm.
So here's my thoughts. I don't know if you guys were actually listening to some of the things that India Love was saying, but it's kind of giving that she was kind of dissing DDG. Like, she was trying to say she wants a man that, you know, is more her type rather than not her type. Like, a man that she more so goes for is a man similar to Trevon Diggs, who works out at the top of the morning, who has an athletic mindset, who, you know, puts his minds towards things, and, you know, he gets out there and he gets it. So, you know, it was kind of like she was dissing him in a sense. And from what I've gathered from someone that I do know that kind of keeps up with all of this, she actually unfollowed DDG on Twitch. She was also, you know, saying things like, you know, she put the number 7 on there, lucky girl. I'm not certain if her and Trevon Diggs have had prior relations in the past, but I'm just kind of like, what he's done to one girl, he's gonna do to the next girl worse. And if he's already done you bad and you previously were dating this man, he's gonna do you so much worse this time around. And men continuously do a woman worse each and every time after they've left. And the simple thing is because they will never respect the person that they are actually with, especially after they leave. They will do you 10 times worse than they did you before. So whereas she's over here claiming that she would be okay being someone's 18th baby mama and their 11th kid, you know, my whole thing is, be careful what you ask for and be careful what you speak out of your tongue, because you may actually just get that shit. Because you see what his history is and how he treats women. And it's clear that, you know, this is a repetitive pattern and a cycle for him. No money in the world should make you feel like, oh, you know, I'll just go ahead and, you know, just end everything just to get with this man because of that contract number. Because the thing that they really don't tell you about these basketball players is if they're not able to keep up with, you know, the season and they get injured or something like that, they more than likely have to pay that money back. Like, they have to pay that money back. They have to, at the end of the day, you know, find a way to give them people back the money that they didn't really owe them. You know, you couldn't complete the full season, so you can't complete the full money that you have. So my whole thing is, anything can happen, especially when you're athletic. You know, things could happen to your body, things could happen to anything. So, you know, you just can't be too caught up on that number that these athletes have to offer, because anything can happen. But my whole thing is, DDG did put her in a very blessed position, and for her now to sit here and kind of bash him in return and kind of say, oh, she's going to get with the man that does X, Y, and Z, and kind of just unfollow him and kind of treat him like, you know, he's just nothing, is crazy. But at the end of the day, DDG should have seen this coming, and he should have known you can't turn a hoe to a housewife. But that's my opinion. What's yours?